What's up, everybody? This is the ASMR stream for Wurzel 5's Twitch, and I just want to be careful about this because we don't want to have loud noises, because loud noises can trigger some people.
So with that, let's get things going, and we're going to get started the stream. What's up, everybody? Yes, I had to do that bit. Yes, El Gato is Spanish for tech support gurus and not the cat. Like my cat who just came in from all the cold and slush outside and picked her up, and yeah, she had like cold wet paws. Now my lap's all wet. Good job, cat. Yes.
This is me doing a line of illegal drugs off of my Chihuahua that I don't have, and I'm not quite sure where I found it, but here we go. Does that do anything for you?
ASMR, I'm glad to say, is mostly a fad that has died out completely. And while I've been stalling, I've actually been trying to get my PS3 emulator to boot up, and it has, so let's switch on over to that. Look at it fly through all that code. Woo! Rebuilding cache. So, let's see, is it going to recognize the new window? No, it's still showing me the old one. Okay. Let's get it fixed. There we go. Well, T-Wells, at least you're honest about it, though. You know, you're like, yeah, I watch ASMR for the cleavage. Oh, I totally would do that. If I were to do ASMR, I would absolutely do that. That'd be my plan, would be to be nice and calm and just have, like, just start screaming, like, metal scream at the end, like, blow out my voice, you know, bad enough. Which, speaking of that, I already somehow managed to tweak my voice to begin with. Is it still showing? Is it showing you, like, the game screen, or are you still seeing my, launcher? There we go, okay. My, Twitch preview window glitched out, okay, that's what it was. Alright, so I switched over the PlayStation 3 emulator, those two different types of renderers. One is Vulkan, and the other one is OpenGL. OpenGL seems to be running things a little bit better, but it's got to rebuild a cache. So unfortunately that means that it's going to be stuttering at points while it builds up a, like, basically a shader memory, things of that nature, so just to let you know, it's just one of the quirks of the emulator itself. We're going to start over. Since I'm getting more used to this game, we're going to just start fresh. So if you've ever played the original, well, I say not the original, because the original was an arcade game, but the Nintendo version of this game. This is a remastered, updated version of that original Nintendo version. First priority is to find and rescue Super Joe. We don't know where Imperials are keeping him captive, so you have to intercept their communications and track down his whereabouts. Now, since this is a remastered update of the NES version, it's a remastered update of the censored version that we got here in the States. Because the original Japanese version has to deal with neo-Nazis resurrecting Hitler's corpse to take over the world and form a new Reich. So Nintendo of America is like, we like the game, we think people are going to like it, we have our censorship policies, we ain't going to do this. So the funny thing about that, pardon me, is they censored the game, removed all Nazi imagery, all swastikas, thing having to do with that, changed it around. but they left the final boss as still the portrait of Adolf Hitler, and you kill him. Like you have to jump down and time a bazooka shot right through a helicopter, and it like you get to see Adolf Hitler's face graphically explode into chunks in the NES. It's amazing. That part, for whatever reason, didn't get censored. But this is the remastered version of the censored version from like 25 years ago, 30 years ago. Second objective is slow down the Imperial advance by causing any disruption you can to installations. Your pilot, Haley, will transport you and keep track of your progress on the mission log. Now proceed into the war zone, tread carefully, and make us proud, son. Over and out. I'm Haley, I'm your pilot for this mission. I'll keep the comm line open at all times. Give me a holler if you're in trouble, I'll get you to safety. Glad to hear. So, who did you make mad to end up with this duty? Nimix last night saw me play a little bit of this. He's like, that guy looks like Duke Nukem. I'm like, yeah, he kind of does. I would definitely give it that. Oh, folks, don't let my looks fool you, Captain. This gal has more stones than any other pilot in the Air Force. So she has kidney stones? That seems very painful to be dealing with and flying a helicopter at the same time. I'd be worried about her flight worthiness. Let's get this mission in the air. Compiling shaders. Alright, so far this looks like it's running a lot better than it was last night. Actually, it's running a little bit rougher. It's not running 60, it's running sub 60. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to kill this. I'm going to switch out back for Vulcan for the renderer, because that was actually giving me 60 frames per second before. So it'll be just 1 second. Yeah, I am still not happy with the new Steam Manager that they've been putting out. Coding overload. Interesting, okay. Let's see, things you hate about ASMR, they have those annoying ads to make in the video by saying, this is be a sponsored product. Yeah, that's pretty crappy. If you're working that into ASMR, that's that's garbage. You should be doing it before then, by all means. Or, you know, if they're a cleavage streamer, just write it on the cleavage. Just, you know, write what you got. If I was like a butt streamer, I'd be writing the ad right on my butt. Would you like to learn how to stream as cool as me? Visit our sponsor, Skillshare, and I just drop my pants. And then I get banned from Twitch. And then I wonder why. Now, I think this game is available on Steam, but I don't think it's available anymore on PlayStation Network or 360. I'm not sure. I tried to look it up yesterday on PSN, like through the webpage, and it said like you could download the demo, but there wasn't an area that I could see that like a price listed or anything else like that. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't look as nice, but it's running 60, so we'll take it. Now, the thing about this game is you can't jump. You can only use your claw to swing you around. Are you crazy to put cinnamon in with your tomato sauce when we make a potatoes, cabbage, and rice? Yes. It still wouldn't work with those flavor profiles, unfortunately. I'm not sure exactly what you'd be going for, really, to be honest, with those different things in there. Because, I mean, cinnamon's just going to overpower everything, and the acid of the tomatoes is going to be terrible. Yeah, this version is actually a little bit more forgiving, which is kind of crazy. It's an honor to work with you. I'm Agent MA1. So this game also has a lot more added humor as well, you know, because just the constraints that they need has limited everything. Yeah, Mediterranean flavor would be things like thyme. It would be like a lemon, like a citrusy type flavor. Definitely some marjoram, which would probably be pretty good with that. Yeah, so not cinnamon, but I'd say probably marjoram, which would be kind of close to almost like oregano. It's a little sweeter. A little bit of thyme would probably make it a little bit better there too. Blend in, I hate to say it because it's a Rachel Ray thing, blend in some olive oil in with it, the sauce as well, like with the tomato part, and that might help it out. But yeah, definitely not. Definitely wouldn't go with the cinnamon. No, you're fine. You had an idea, but you just weren't sure how to execute it. Rachel Ray would have been like, "This is Chinese food, trust me," and done everything you did and would have called it Chinese food. That's the difference. You were trying to go for a certain thing. You knew what your end goal was trying to be, and for that, that's fine. That's a learning experience. But if you're saying to me like cinnamon is a Mediterranean thing, I'm going to be going, no, it's a Moroccan thing, really, North African thing, and even then, very small amounts. So basically, this guy's telling me things like you can hack communications, you can learn stuff, and I can do neat things for you like open locked doors or turn off alarms. Like this way, so you can hack the network, practice the hacking minigame, because before when you just hacked it before in the original Nintendo version, you'd either learn something that was completely mistranslated, translated nothing near the right, clear, or even close to what it was, or it just sounded alert and nothing bad would happen, like, aha, we see you there, and then nothing would happen. You just sit in your room and no alarms would happen. So this one's essentially kind of fixed it and changed it around. The hacking minigame is 3D and it changes every time. So the goal is to get the ball into the green square. Blue will warp you. Like that. Yeah, like cabbage rolls. So are you trying to do like a stuffed cabbage? Even then, I really wouldn't use like a cinnamon, I wouldn't think, really. Alright, here's the status report requested on the Beetle. It's only shield plate protecting the top and the bottom of the hull. It's all armored. That guy is like Dr. Wily. Yeah, so like, so for like a stuffed cabbage, probably parsley would actually be better if you're going for a cabbage roll like that. Something like a stuffed cabbage. Family's Polish and Lebanese, so mix weird flavors all the time. Okay, well that would explain it a little bit there. But yeah, so I would say parsley, like, or even in your case, like say if you're trying to get that Mediterranean flavor, marjoram, if you have it, which is like a sweeter oregano, that might be better to use. Man, I haven't had stuffed cabbage rolls in forever. So your gun really stinks at the beginning. But as this game goes on, you do get upgrades, which is pretty cool, so... So if your family's Polish, please tell me you have at least a decent recipe for pierogies. I'm hoping you do. Okay, that's not helping. I'm trying to turn down the volume for the emulator. It's a little too loud in my ear. That seems to be about right. I'll bring up the game volume 1 second. There we go. That seems to be about probably where it used to be. It's a little weird. It's like, I can't... If I turn it down one more on my headset, then the volume completely cuts out for me. And if I drag down the slider volume, then it stops completely. So it's like, okay, so it doesn't do anything, so I have to drop the game volume itself down to like 15%. No, it shouldn't be really wonky to stream. It's just like a quirk of the emulator, I guess, and just like the sound volume. Like certain emulators just come blasting through. This is one of them, and it seems to be both PlayStation emulators. The other one is PCSX, which is the PlayStation 2 emulator. That one just comes cranking loud. Like I don't know what in the world is going on with that volume control. But like even when I'm not streaming, if I'm playing a game on that emulator, I will go in and turn the volume down to like 40%. Because, like, even the lowest one, it's like you can turn off your speakers and you'll still wake up half the neighborhood with how loud it is. It's crazy. Oops, missed. Oh, cool, I can roll it. I forgot I can do that ability. I'm like, maybe I can roll it. Yep. Yeah, so it's not really wonky to stream. I think it's running pretty decently, to be honest. I'm not sure what it's like on your side, but I'm not seeing frame drops or anything, and it looks pretty smooth. Yeah, exactly. PCSX, I don't know what it is, but that emulator is like, you will rupture eardrums if you're wearing headphones if you're not careful. So, like, when I play PCSX, like, just casually, if I'm trying out a game, like, if I want to see how something runs in that emulator, I will like go right click on the volume icon, go to open volume mixer, and select the PCSX and drop it to like 35% sometimes. It's like, okay, cool. Then my ears won't bleed and everybody is happy. I'm not getting noise complaints from the cops. Sounds looks good. Okay, perfect. Forgot to tell you, if you fail an attempt to hack an enemy network, their alarm will go off, so be careful. Careful, what's the payoff for hacking then? You learn valuable data, you moron. Get some lewd dudes of soldiers. They did make a sequel, Bionic Commando Rearmed 2. I didn't like it. I tried the demo, and it just didn't feel right to me. It's just like they tried to, like, because this is, of course, the remaster of the NES version, so they had previous material to go and base themselves off of and work on, and then when they just try to make their own story, it just didn't feel fun. It's not a bad game, it just didn't feel quite right. It's like it didn't have that same charm as playing this here. There are a lot of barrels in the room where the beetles kept. Yes, I use those weapons. Use the barrels to defeat the enemy. Wrong button. Alright. I honestly don't know what this money is for. You have unlocked a retro outfit for Bionic Commando. The clearance is embedded in your save file. Okay, cool. Maybe environment? I'm trying to see like what those point things are. Pardon me, and why I should pick them up. Score token, here we go. Okay, so it just adds to a gaming score. I guess there was leaderboards or something for this, so... Health, that, of course, that makes sense. Yeah, so your gun starts off, it's pretty lame. Of course, if you get close to something, you can rapid fire like crazy, but if you're farther off, you have like the Mega Man 2 to 3 bullet limit. Like, I'm jamming on it as fast as I can right now, and that's as good as you get. But then as you go forward, you get things like rapid fire, you get better guns, some guns that are good against, like, machines instead. So it's a lot of fun. I really, really do recommend this game. That's where I drop down. And I died. Didn't think 3D. Didn't think not 3D, but like Umar Kawase, which is a fun puzzle game. I'll have to play it one of these days on the stream and just totally embarrass myself because the game be hard, yo, but it's fun. Wanted to get a copy of that game, Kiwihara, but unfortunately it is very expensive now, like most retro games. I mean, that game, like, even more so. Got a banging soundtrack. Yeah, so I remember the other day you were asking about the PlayStation 3 emulator, which is, of course, what I'm playing right now. So this game, I think, might run well for you. I'm not sure. It's what I found is, like, certain things just run better. Yeah, like the 2D games seem to be doing like pretty well. If you get like more complex 3D stuff, that's where even like my computer starts to chug. This is the boss room. So games like I have like a lot of the 2D fighters on my emulator for the PlayStation 3. I have Darkstalkers Resurrection, which I actually own on the 360. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax is Anime Fighter, Dragon's Crown, which is kind of interesting. I think you might like that game. Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, Odin Sphere, which is actually a game I really want to get to. You can actually probably play that on PlayStation 2 emulator really well. It's a 2D side-scroller. Very beautiful. Trine, I have it on, I think I have the very first one on Steam. And then, surprisingly to me, Virtua Fighter 5 runs ridiculously well on my computer. That's one of those games where I had to like basically stop it, like go in and limit the frames to 60 frames per second, because it was running like 500 frames a second in Super Turbo. Like, whoa, okay. So, you might want to try it out. I mean, I can point you in the right direction for what you'll need to get it. You might be surprised what could run on your computer. Intruder alert! Keep quiet, you little chatterbox. What did you call me? I think my guy has a little bit of a rage problem. That's it. Next up, junkyard. Population, you. Oh, almost got the one cycle. Oh man, just missed it. Yeah, Trying, if I remember correctly, was the game where you have like wizards and stuff like that, and you switch over like different characters. Like it's still like a 2D platformer type deal. Like, you know, it's 3D rendered, but it's 2D side scrolling like this game. But you can switch back and forth between different people in your party. It's literally, it must have been like almost 10 years since I last played it. Let's just Google that to make sure. Trying game. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Wow, they're up to the 4th one already? Yeah, first one came out in 2009, so it's probably been about literally about 10 years ago. I'll have to play that again sometime. Terrific, you've got the grenades. They can be thrown over enemy cover, and if you throw them while crouching, they drop down on you and on the platform beneath you. Climb above the enemy with your bionic arm and use the grenades to fully enjoy the advantage of higher ground. Magicka, if I remember, is like a 3/4 view, kind of like a top-down, like Legend of Zelda type game, where you run around, I think. It's one of those things that sounds familiar. I don't think I ever played it, though. YouTube video, Magicka, gameplay. Yeah! Okay, yeah, it is like that 3/4 top-down view. Kinda, like isometric 3D, I guess is what they used to call it. You're that special ops they sent behind enemy lines, aren't you? The Bionic Commando. Hope your results are better than your name. Your own people just talk crap about you. It's great. Pardon me. Trading stuff, don't care about it. Oh, this is where you can get an extra life, and of course they put an instant death Mega Man spike trap here, just because they love you. Yeah, go report for your flu shot. Like, oh, I don't want to die on the spikes, man. I heard Magicka was pretty humorous. Like, it had some good humor behind it. So I'm always looking for new games to try out. So we'll put that on the list here. Trying. Magicka. As you can see here, I am not quite rendered correctly, but the flare, they are explained it because I played through a little bit yesterday when Nimix was here, and basically explains that certain areas are really dark and you'll just light it on automatically so you can see where you're going. It's an auto-enabled feature, which is neat. Alright, so the white are, like, you know, enemy strongholds, red are your safe places. Or no, I got that backwards. Red are my safe places, and white are enemy places. Okay, so now I can see in the darkness, Area 4 won't be a problem anymore. It'll light up like an amusement park. And they have these little trucks. I'm about to get into a fight. I don't remember... I think that these were in the original NES version. But for this remaster, they changed them to a run-and-gun overhead, kind of like the classic Ikari Warriors type deal. Like you have to get to the end, blow up the final obstacle, and you get whisked down the level. I can't remember what they did for the NES version though. So I remember there was trucks there that could intercept you. You'd have to get into a fight, but I just don't remember what it was. Probably more 2D. So do your claw, 360 spin, knocks away projectiles. There we go. So, T. Wallace, you're here. You had today off, or did you have to do more crazy hours? I'm hoping they're giving you some days off at least. You know, after working like crazy. Oh, I hate these spikes. HEDQ is coming up. It's... I wasn't paying attention. January 13th, I think it's something like that. HEDQ 2020 date. January 3rd through the 12th. Oh. That's crazy. Yeah, you really gotta get a better job, my friend. Why? No, don't suck me up. It seems simple, but depending on where you are to the ceiling, and there's also deployment time for your hook as well, you can go different speeds for your swing, so it's not a consistent thing. So it looks like it's really easy. You play it and go, oh, it's like you can feel the timing is different every swing you do. 50% off everything in the store. Ouch. That sounds like interesting, like, quote, interesting air quotes, as in, like, retail Black Friday levels of interesting. Ancient MA3, don't know if we get this far. It being so dark, but there are flares in the camp, I already have it. Make sure you can proceed through the area now without too much fuss, apart from the pitch black darkness and the armed guards. Stay cool. She's a real fox. Like Foxhound. Snake! Metal Gear. I still can't do that. You do it every other Saturday? Oh, man. So I can imagine that's probably got to be a literal zoo. That'll just launch me into oblivion. That won't work. There we go. complete with kids pooping on the floor. And I would probably suspect adults as well. I've worked at Walmart. I've seen people do it. Commander has enough metal-sized chest to absorb the impact from a ravaging rhino. And he keeps calling people, basically, the boss is invincible from the front, but if you can throw a grenade from behind, he goes kablooey. Yeah, actually I had a dream the other day. I was working retail. I'm like, why am I doing this? I quit this job for a reason. Pardon me. I went to school for a reason, so I don't have to do this anymore. Yeah, you gotta wonder about people who do that as well. It's like, are you an undercover furry and you're trying to muck like a hippo? I mean, what's happening here? Where did you go wrong in your life where you think this is an acceptable behavior to fling it like a chimpanzee in front of like a whole class full of like second graders? You know, it's like, how did your life devolve to this point? You know, where you're doing that? That's what blows me away, really. I played Shank. I played it when it first came out, and I remember having problems with the controls, and I could not get them changed, which I can probably change now. I mean, like, I have different things like joy to key are now exist, so you can do things like that, so I might like it. So I just remember, like, the controls just being such a major problem, like, how it was all laid out, it was like just cramping my hands. I just couldn't stand it. It was like, I can tell there's a great action game behind it, but it's just like, okay, these are becoming problems to deal with. Death Spank. Haven't heard of that one. Last night I was playing Fear Effect, and I learned that it's one of the things I forgot is that game, just like Resident Evil 4, has a hidden manipulation for how good you're doing. So if you're doing really good in the game gets harder without you noticing it. It doesn't broadcast it. They didn't really advertise it. It also affects things like ammo drops. So I got to the 4th disc, I was ripping through it no problem. Hannah had all the ammo in the world, and then the game leveling mechanic kicked in. And I was playing as Glass, who has one arm, just a pistol, and the game refused to give me ammunition anymore. And everyone was taking twice as many hits to kill. So it was like, I literally got to a boss fight, and I had no ammo. I didn't have enough ammo to beat him, and I was trapped. So it pretty much ended the game on the 4th disc. Released in 2010. Let's Google that real quick. It's gonna pull up some weird German site. Tja, das Bänkern. Das Bänkern ist mein Arsch. So is it like a 3D hack and slash? Yeah, it looks like humor. It's like, finally, I can buy happiness. Yeah, so it looks like kind of like maybe like a 3D beat 'em up, maybe. I just like pulled up an IGN video, the first results on Google, and took a look at some videos, see what it was like. Yeah, that's one I completely missed on, so. Added to the list. Makes it sound so imposing. Added. Alright. Halt, I say, identify yourself. I love this art. It's super detailed. Too bad it's so small. You're that bionic nuisance that's been roaming around lately. How observant of you. So you'll see the light at the end of your tunnel is a freight train coming your way. Was that a Metallica reference? Yes. I have to say, like, one of the few Metallica albums I truly enjoyed was Metallica's S&M album, which when you're a teenager is a lot of fun telling your parents you want Metallica S&M for Christmas, and they're like, what? Like, Symphony and Metallica. They're like, oh, okay. They're like, why is our teenage son asking for this? See that grenade? I don't know where he blasted to. Yesterday I was able to drop it like right on him perfectly. Where'd he go? There he is. I don't know how he got that far over there. Obtain the plasma rifle. What'd you find down there? A Raytech plasma repeater? That's alright. Hope it's great for neutralizing enemy fields like those shields carried by some Imperials. Also good against mechanical enemies. In this game, it's really beneficial to go to these safe areas. That flag looks like the new... That flag looks like the United States Air Force symbol. Their current logo. It's like, huh, okay. Neat looking. But yeah, you actually get useful things here. Don't go to war hungry. Got it. Excuse me. Now what I'm trying to do... Sir, please shut up. No. Just want to swing up here. My men have such great morale. Oh no, not Joe! It's like Simpsons, not Letty! Ooh. Green SD card of the future! Holds an amazing 64 kilobytes. So, T. Wallace, I'm not sure if I asked you this last time. Did you see about the new Xbox? Or as I call it, the 2001 Monolith system? Supposedly, Microsoft has been saying, and like they've been going on and talking about it a little more recently, because they mentioned it briefly, it's supposed to have like backwards compatibility. But it sounds like they're trying to do full backwards compatibility, which means that their new system will play Xbox Original, Xbox 360, and Xbox One games. It's supposed to be 100%. If they can 100% it, I would buy that system, to be honest. I absolutely would jump on it, depending on the price. Green communicator chip is good for Area 2, 3, and 6. Contact its HQ. It's important with this mission. Okay. I mean, the PlayStation 4 is supposed to be, they've said it's going to be or the PlayStation 5 is supposed to be backwards compatible with the 4. Now, if Sony can do the same thing by making it fully backwards compatible like the 3 was, to an extent, you know, the very first ones actually had a PlayStation 2 shoved into it. I have the last of the backwards compatible, there we go, units, which is a software emulator inside. So certain games like Metal Gear Solid 3 ran a little slow sometimes during the cutscenes. It wasn't perfect. But I mean, if they can bring that back where it's backwards compatible with everything, I would be absolutely in love with that. Iron boots. Swinging into an enemy always has an impact. It doesn't deal any damage until your feet are covered with fine metal shoes. Once these babies are laced and fitted, they smash through most enemy defenses. Okay, so I can drop down on people or swing into them, do damage. Nice. Stone, sir. Thank you. Boots of iron? I wouldn't want to be the enemy soldier you swing into with those on your feet. I don't know what it is, but recently I've been having like a lot of problems trying to read things out loud. Like I can read it no problem, but then like if I try to read it out loud, that's where I start getting tripped up and missing words and saying it wrong. It's like I don't know what's happening. Let's try 2. The sewer station. Oh, that sounds like a crappy place to be. Oh, there's mines here. Nice. Alright, let's go back to 5. Oh, I hate this level. This one is like very vertical, lots of climbing. If you screw up, you can sometimes fall all the way back down to the bottom. You have to climb your way back up. Fall damage is not a thing, thankfully, in this game, so you have to worry about dying from that, but it's just a pain to keep climbing up, because then all the enemies respawn. Contact headquarters. Okay, we'll do that. Clear. Agent MA2. Our intelligence tells us that the Imperials have changed the assembly line. It's a construction site to build something unusual. Trying to find out what. Uploaded the codes for this base. Proceed through the area and report back with any findings. Okie dokie. Heroes isn't any boot camp anymore, son. This is war. Got it. So everyone else is useless but me. Understood. Yep, there comes the alarm. I don't know what the alarm does, but I'm about to find out. Private, have you fixed that problem with the track on the siege machine that I mentioned? The weak link? Yeah, I sort of repaired it, sir. I love it. Sort of repaired it. It's like this guy has like a Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman, mustache. What do you mean, sort of, Private? Oh, someone's on latrine duty now. Okay, really don't want to mess this up. No! This is why I hate this level. Almost at the very beginning again. Come on, just throw me over that way. Do it this way. Hopefully. Right. I hate this part so much. Oh, it's so nerve-wracking. If I remember correctly, I'm not too far from I'm like where I need to be. Let's go to the top. So do not throw me off. No closer to figuring out the Imperial's plan, sir. Damn it. Anyway, I've got some intel for you, soldier. Not long ago, a shipment of munitions passed through here on its way to a weapons storage facility nearby. Maybe they'll have something useful. Keep your eyes open. Move out. Sir, I knew you were worrying about the siege machine's armor plates. I looked into it. Listening. Armor is perfectly safe, sir. It's held in place by big, sturdy bolts. The bolts are really tightly fastened. Doesn't matter, because no one at ground level could reach them anyway. Hopefully nobody's listening with a bionic arm or something crazy like that. You know. Hopefully they're not listening or hacking the network with our ridiculously simple 3D puzzles. I thought this door opened up. I guess not. Alright, whew. Boss time. It's like, I just hate this level. It's so nerve-wracking for me. Because one small mess up with your swing, and you're just, like you saw earlier, you gotta do a lot of climbing. Why, hello there. Anybody home? Did I just hear something? Get this guy off the farm or something? Or a train conductor? I'm not sure exactly what they're going for with this design. Yeah, that'd be a sign of your inevitable defeat. It's like, I'm just here to plant corn. Madness and malarkey. Oh, malarkey, that's a word you don't hear too often unless you're Joe Biden. I'll make you eat those words, boy. Have to catch me first. Feel like maybe I'll make it just in time. Nope. Okay, kind of confused as how to get him damaged. Crap. I was hoping that grenade would miss. Maybe I need to grab the cannonball? Nope. Alright, I gotta look this one up because I don't know what the damage point is. Because I remember there being a screw. At least I thought there was. Maybe it's the next boss because they were just talking about it there, like you have tight bolts. But it's like, maybe there being like really obvious on the front, you'd have to grapple on and pull it out. But I'm not seeing anything here. Well, people write walkthroughs and they write the most boring, useless crap ever. PlayStation. It's on the PlayStation 3. It's got a price of $9.99. The file size is 374 megabytes. The loading times are medium. Exclusive features are remote play. Why anyone would want to play this? They're exclusive challenge. It's like, no one cares about this. You're supposed to be helping people out so they can, find out what's going on and get past the tricky area. But you need to kind of shut up and, get to the point. Yes, it says climb up and grab onto any of the 3 bolts on the front of the machine. So maybe it's not being rendered correctly? I mean, it is possible. There are certain emulation errors with this emulator, RPCS3. So, quick second here, just rubbing my eyes real fast. Oh. Put the old glasses back on. Put the headset back on so I can hear what's going on in the game. Let's try it here. There it is, okay. I just couldn't see it. Met me, bro. Okay, that is not a weak point. Yeah, I just remember like the bolts being like brighter colored, but of course, like I said, it could easily be an emulation problem. So they're there, I just didn't see them highlighted, so I was kind of confused about it. Oh, that's nice. And hosed. Oh, jeez. Alright, so we know the process now, just unfortunately I don't have a faster firing gun. I do, but that plasma gun is just so weak because it's not designed for humans. That's why, you know, you get that super rapid fire, like, yeah, this is gonna be great, and it does nothing to humans, just about. Alright. Making progress, slowly but surely. It's gonna let it kill me. Took too many hits already, but it seems like I have infinite lives, which I don't remember that happening before, but even checking things like here, it doesn't say, you know, like how many lives you have left or anything like that. Because I could have sworn when I played the 360 version. No, I have this on... I can't remember what version I have. I think I have it for both. I think I bought it for both. Bought it originally for the 360. But my friend Pat only had a PS3, so I think I bought it again just to play it with him, two-player, which I don't think we ever did, to be honest. But he told me about it originally because I was curious about it, and he's like, dude, get the game, it's really good. Because I bought him years ago when we were living in the same area, back when we were friends in high school. I bought him a copy of the original Bionic Commando for his NES for Christmas. Gave it to him as a Christmas gift. I didn't know if he'd like it or not, because like I heard it was a good game, but it's like when I never played myself, because I didn't have an NES growing up. I still don't have an NES, and I'm an adult, because owning an NES is now too expensive. Dude, come on. So now it's gonna get another hit, because I can't get the cover in time. Hope I will. Never mind, spoke too soon. Okay, I was like, please don't kill me. Alright, yay! Obtain the bazooka and caching more shaders. You don't hold back on the firepower, do you, Captain? A bazooka! Tad bit excessive, don't you think? No, wait, it's perfect. Yeah, I would agree. I think that makes people go boom boom, explode explode. I am all for. There's an outer wall closing off Area 6. Now you can blow it to bits and proceed. I like your thinking, lady. Alright, so how fast does this thing shoot? Not very. Okay, so you shoot it, does nothing. Got it. Game don't care. Oh crap. I was not expecting that. That threw me off. Whoa, I barely caught that. Oh man, that was lame. Bounce pads everywhere. Okay, so my own bazooka explosions can kill me. Okay, good to know, because my grenades don't. I mean, I can toss a grenade and stand right on top of it, no problem, but apparently the bazooka fire will kill me. I learned something valuable today. That's pretty lame of a spawn point. There we go, that's better. Man, everything just hits so hard in this level. So I remember there was a attachment like bulletproof vest you could get, which would reduce damage, but I don't know if I accidentally missed it or if maybe I get it this level. There we go. Now you go, Kaboob. was like, please let there be something beneath there. Alright, we're good. Ow. Stand by for tactical intel. These docks are an important hub for Imperial logistics. Probably keep a record of all transports, maybe a ledger or a digital log of some kind. Might contain the locations of other Imperial outposts and fortifications. See if you can secure it. There we go. Wakadimas. Once you know about the Imperial's location, General Armstrong can mobilize a retaliatory strike and push these dogs back. I'm not this on my own. Oh, but you're pretty much, you are. And we're here for moral support. You know, we're giving you thoughts and prayers. Hopefully it's not like Professor X, you know, thoughts and prayers and kill half of your people, you know. I think it was like a Hard Times thing I saw, like a funny little article. Professor X kills 1,000 people, setting direct thoughts and prayers. Go. Pardon me. If I may ask, how is the project proceeding? Making excellent progress, all the parts are under construction, and we're getting ready for assembly. What happens if the FSA military comes stooping? Our forces can hold them off until the assembly is complete. After that, it won't matter. What are the problems we've been having getting it activated? Take care of, Private. Okay. No! Game? So sometimes, like, if you swing, if you press up and the swing button, it should stop your momentum. That was just me. It should stop you from swinging. Like, you just go straight up. Like that. There we go. Blue rolling barrel. Okay! I'm learning a lot about this level, like it'll spawn you with a guy on your platform. So what about blue barrels? Blue rolling barrels. Okay, so it won't cause any damage, just knock me backwards. More of an annoyance than anything else. Hey game, grab onto the... That's not a platform? What? case I'm forgetting, I have a bazooka! Just for the principle of it. Alright. Seems like a boss fight. What's this guy again? Gonna mouth off like your predecessor? He is. Okay, you don't have to lash out like that. Before I melt you into scrap, you overgrown ball of tinfoil. Your mother was a toaster. Well, bazooka made that a lot easier. Upgrade for bionic arm. Seems like your group is getting better now. Grab onto enemy soldiers, use them as human shields. Oh, that's sweet. Keep your friends closer, your enemies closer, as they say. I recall a strange barrier in Area 3. I think this power claw upgrades the key to getting inside. Okay, so we gotta go up, we're gonna hit the truck fight. Okay, so bazooka, not the best thing to keep using. Alright, we'll do it the nice way. Ah, I gotta forget to not use that super close. What's up, Nix? Playing more Bionic Commando, getting a little bit further. Why are you in Missouri? I lived there for 3 years. I don't recommend it. Well, whereabouts in Missouri? Not Branson. Why did it have to be Branson? You know how I feel about Branson. Sadly, there will be no Andy Williams concert for you. He's dead. Oh, come on. Make me find it. Oh, just barely dodge that truck. No, don't. What? No. Go to 2. Hopefully you have fun, get some good food. It's not the best time of the year. Actually, I think like you're about to hit like an ice storm or something crazy. So I remember hearing something about like an ice storm or some bad weather heading right for Missouri. I'm like, oh, that's gotta be fun. Or if you're one of the locals, Missouri. They're like, it's Missouri. I'm like, no, it's not. I've been all around the world. No one calls it Missouri but you. Not seeing anything really. Just snow up in Nebraska and Kansas. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, it's a major storm front's gonna be hitting there. I'm like, no. Unless it just suddenly generates. Because I mean, I remember we were up near Kansas City the second time we lived near Missouri. The first time was over by St. Louis many moons ago. And the second time was over by Kansas City area, like 45 minutes from Kansas City. We had an ice storm, and I had never seen an ice storm that bad before. It was like I threw salt on the driveway, which was angled slightly down to the street, and the salt rolled all the way down to the end of the driveway. I'm like, I've never seen salt do that. I'm like, okay, we're staying inside. Don't even attempt to go outside to get the newspaper, because one, it's frozen to the lawn, and two, you'll never make it back alive. Alright, I need to head to 3, because that's a mine I can't get over. Maybe there's something in 3 that will help. Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, you know, there's down trees and everything else there. I mean, when Missouri gets like ice storms, it's like, it's hellacious. It's crazy. Okay, cool. That just destroyed instantly. You have to worry about tornadoes and other fun stuff like that too, so it's the whole gambit of bad weather. Take it this is quicksand. It is. Alright. Okay, I don't have enough room to swing myself over. I have a feeling that this is like certain things are not rendering, because earlier I couldn't see mines and now I can't see bear traps. Oh yeah, no problem. Like I said, definitely go enjoy yourself on your vacation in Branson. Get some good food. Have a good old time. I'm presuming you're with the missus as well, so... Yep, see you later. Have a good one. Read me, man. You should watch your step here. Cliffs are pretty steep, and I guess with your arm, that's not a problem, huh? Pretty much. Small potatoes. You sound so easy. Too bad it doesn't save you from enemy fire. Actually, it can deflect most conventional enemy firepower. You kidding me? Like a one-man army or one-armed army. Ha ha ha. Calm down, I can die just like anyone else. Got any continues? Isn't it a video game? I'm pretty sure it is. Just like how Death Stranding just keeps subtly bringing up like the fact that it's a video game. Alright, what are we looking at? Fix that power grid problem in the power pod room. Is there a power grid problem in the power pod room? Not anymore. There was a problem with the power pod grid in the power pod. If the power pod had touched the floor panels, been electrocuted and rendered unable to hover. They've already taken care of it. Taken care of what? This is like Who's on First, but with the Bionic Commando edition. Power knows that there's a power grid running through the floorboards in the power pod room. Could make the power pod malfunction. The driver has the common sense to keep away from the floor. The floorboards are hazardous, doesn't he? Sure, but the power pod thrusters can't lift infinite amounts of weight. Suggests the driver doesn't put on any pounds. That's why we have dwarves as drivers, morons. Wow. Alright, cool. That was worth it. Okay, I have iron boots that are supposed to, like, smash people. And they don't do that. Alright, good to see. Alright, we'll meet the geeks. We're back in about 5 minutes. Alright, so I need to take a very quick break. I'll be right back. We're going to let that awesome soundtrack here play out. Hang tight. Be back ASAP. Alright, I'm back. So sorry about that wait. I had to make my way upstairs. Grab myself a bottle of water. And I'll tell you about it. Like, I used to drink just water straight through. It's not a problem. I enjoy it. I like some good purified water or distilled water. Very nice. One of the things I really enjoy, though, is like these little water packets, like packets you can add to flavor your water. And Crush, like the soda makers, they have strawberry Crush that you take a sip out of your bottle of water, pour in the packet. It's like 10 calories, which isn't too bad in the scheme of things compared to like a 20-ounce bottle of like strawberry Crush would be like 240 calories. Is only 10. So basically, and the crazy thing is, it tastes just like the soda, except for it doesn't have the carbonation. So, you know, if you have like a soda maker, I guess in theory you could carbonate it, and pretty much you have yourself a diet version of Strawberry Crush, which they don't make. It's insane. I don't know why they don't make a diet version of Crush. They also make it like the grape and orange. They're okay, but strawberry is the best one. And it blows my mind they don't have a diet one that tastes like that. A&W makes one for root beer, and let me tell you, that is not good at all. No bueno. It's like, it tastes like flat root beer, kinda. It's almost like a root beer candy, like those hard candies you get, root beer flavored. And it's got a bizarre vanilla aftertaste. Pardon me, so. For me, that was a miss, but. I kind of figured that's what it would be like going into it, but I just wanted to like confirm it, so I bought it. It was only like $1 for like 6 little packets. Not worth the investment. Controller's vibrating. That makes me wonder. Hold on a second here. Pads. Can I turn off vibration? Here, yes, I can. Turn off vibration. Save. So I really don't like. I used to like it back in the day, like, you know, when Rumble's a unique innovation. As I've gotten older and arthritis and fibromyalgia, just vibrating controllers just aggravate me to no end. And unfortunately, this game doesn't have an option to turn it off, but in the emulator, you can. Database. Let's see, what is this thing? I've always wondered about it. I guess it would be... Is it equipment? Yeah, it is, okay. Yashichi. Managed to find all of them, be proven you're a truly dedicated player, master Bionic Commando, congratulations. So it doesn't really give anything, they're just like, yeah, find it if you can. If not, we don't care. We have your money anyway. Okay. I was thinking, like, okay, well, maybe that's just like a one-way area thing there. Maybe there's other doors to find. I guess not. That was the only one? Okay, same stuff before, nothing new. Yeah, so last time we went up, should have gone down. Right into the pit. Oh hey, an elevator. That would have been easier. Alright, here we go. Back on track. Who are you? Just get on the fight with, you know, instead of talking. Please. Okay. Kind of action. I like that. Now I'll slice you to pieces. Okay. Oh, come on, game. I've obtained a permit. Pretty sure I missed something back in Area 6. I think I've been to 6. It's the docks. Because I know I'm missing a bunch of things. There's other weapons like a shotgun, I remember. Now we can push further into enemy territory. And closer to Super Joe, by the way. Just remembered Agent MA3 asked me to say hi to you. You've got an admirer. Oh, stop it. How about you, Captain? Anyone special in your life? Like somebody who flies a helicopter? I'm married, technically, to the army. Technically? Well, she's, one of those drooling vegetables in a coma bed. She left me one day right out of the blue. I had one little quarrel and she just has disappeared. I haven't heard from her since. Sorry, I understand if you don't want to talk about it. Guess I still do love her if she's still out there. Hopefully she hasn't been turned into a mechanical arm and grafted onto me, because that'd be a really stupid thing for this game. You shouldn't stop looking for her. Well, let's find Joe first. You're right, let's mosey. Now we can proceed to Area 8. Okay, nothing there. Okay. Come on. What does headquarters have to say to me? Hey, Captain, I see you've reached a sewer station. Why anybody would want to fortify the sewers beyond me? Imperials are completely out of their minds. Alright. Seems like it. No sane person would follow Generalissimo Kilt. Or Kilt? These guys just want power. If I can stop them. Good to hear, Captain. I've uploaded the base's access codes. Go get them. Go get him, Tiger. So I prepared the status report you requested on the fabricator. Without it. Out with it, Private. Not without it. Out with it. The fabricator's a sturdy piece of machinery. Conventional firearms won't even scratch it, but the welding arms are pretty sensitive and can malfunction quite easily. Malfunction? Do you mean if they countered or punched back? Yeah, pretty much. Don't worry, sir. It doesn't damage the fabricator itself. It only depletes the arm's power cells temporarily. Thing to be concerned about. When depleted, the power cells must be charged up again. During reload, the fabricator's driver is brought closer to ground. It's not good. Leaves poor McFillin vulnerable, doesn't it? Don't fly off the handle. He's still well above harm's way. Is he? That's good, but you should watch your tongue, Private. Or maybe you want a week's potato peeling duty. Yes, sir, I mean, no, sir. Got it, sir. Wow, that thing just keeps nailing. Just seemed like there'd be something secret here, you know? Okay, so that works too. Even better. No slime. Alright, boss time. Alright. Okay, so you need to walk forward more. Okay, that makes sense. Intruder in the factory. Or straddling a huge metal thing. Dang, no, this is the fabricator. And also your death, boy. Come down here and say that to my face. I'll shove this arm so far up. So far up a place, the Lollipop Guild will be very upset. Okay. That's a crouching one. Wrong one, that's okay. Shotgun. I just have a feeling there's so much more in this place. I mean, it turns out my first play this, I remember it was for the 360, and I was like super meticulous, went through and found there's like different upgrades like to your grenades and everything else, and thanks to that wonderful glitch with the stream info, keeps taking down my title. There we go. Give me 1 second. Haggle Beaker or Breaker? Okay, a shotgun can mow down pretty much anything close to you. Just keep in mind that it's useless for long-range attacks. Of course. Alright, so I'm going to hammer out a quick tweet real fast to somebody. I'm just going to leave this here on the screen. I'm just going to mute the microphone because like my keyboard's right underneath the mic. I don't want to be typing in your ear, so I'll be here. I'm still around, just 1 second. Okay, there we go. Back into the game, so I'm pretty sure I missed something in here. So we're gonna go back and check things out. So I think I saw a place to the left not too far, so... Go. Let's go back down. Oh, I love that. Except for it just knocks you back a ways up. Try it again. Man, I'm in a helicopter. Why do I keep skydiving in? Or parachuting in? Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to kill me or not, but we're going to find out. Probably will. No, there's something down here. Yeah, that is super weak. Okay, so that's where that door comes out. That's cool. Let's get up here so nothing can drag me off. Okay, this is taking me back to where I started. Yep, so it seems that the laser is still the best one. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get to. I was gonna get old real quick. Does it stay open? Oh, right into the spike traps, of course. Okay, so that one stayed open at least, so that's good. Ooh, grenades. That's nice, 2 grenades at the same time. That would be very helpful at points. Alright. This is a different setting. Wow, that... I always hate when they nerf shotguns in games. It's like, in real life, shotguns go ridiculously far. You're shooting a slug. I mean, you are just going to, like, wreck somebody's day at 500 meters out easily. 500 yards. feel like there might be something over there, I'm not sure. Okay, I guess not. I'll try one more time. It seemed like my arm may have clanked like it was going to. No. Alright. There's something over there, okay. I don't know if I can make it with that swing or not. No. Okay, so I need to backtrack, see if I can climb back up and over. Maybe just get a bigger swing that way. Nope, it's pretty tricky to do. Alright, maybe I can... yeah. Almost! Okay. Ah, there is something over there. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, I'm on the right track. Almost had it. One more time. One more time again. Yes. Okay. Plasma rifle upgrade. Charge function. So it looks like 1, 2, 3. Does it do anything past that? Nope. Okay. Neato. Call for extraction. Yes. Alright. Alright. And it's at area 14. Doesn't matter, no, what do I do? I'm gonna get right into that. I'm right on top of a truck. Wilhelm scream. It's fine, I don't remember there being a Wilhelm scream in this game. Apparently there is. Feel so naked like this. Expect us to fight, yet they don't give us enough armor to stop a single bullet. Wish we had robot suits like those animated movies. Now that would be something. I agree. Comms chip. Seven, 8, and 9. Well, it's a good thing I came here. Okay. Oh, there's a death trap at their own base. Why did you have spikes there? So, you know, I mean business. Pardon me, how about a weapon that lets you string lightning together? Yeah, it was a game called Quake. Did that many years ago. Sir? Sir? I'm talking to you, sir. So game saved. So to have unlocked like the classic skin. Yeah, retro outfit. You've unlocked a retro outfit for Bionic Commando. Clearance is embedded in your save file. Let me look this up real quick. Oh, it's for... I see. GameFAQs actually gave me useful information for the first time ever in history. So, Retro Outfit is unlocked. They can use in the new Bionic Commando game coming out in a couple months, which is the 3D one where your wife is your arm. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. No, the game is terrible. Alright, so that's what it is. I'm thinking like maybe it's for this one, transforms you into like the 8-bit sprite, or maybe the one from the arcade game. No, neither. Good thing you got that blue chip. Imperials aren't making this easy. Alright, it just seems like they should have given to you before we left on our deadly mission, but whatever. No! Trying to do diagonals and the game's like, no, there's no diagonals for you. Good God, what is wrong with this game? So I'm just trying to go up, you know, diagonal upright. No! Jesus Christ. The fuck? Why won't it do it? There! Fucking finally! My God. Let's land over here first, see what we can get. Oh, I try not to swear, but good God, that was annoying. Okay, can't get anything special here. It's closed off until I beat one of the areas. See if my tweet got a response. High-tech fortress. I just have something crazy. I need a roof to try it on, though. Here we go. So I'm at a dead stop like this. I can't swing back and forth. Shotgun. Oh, yeah. Shotgun does it. Sweet. Because I know shotgun pushes you back like this, so... Wow, so shotgun's only good for that far away. That's pathetic. Oh, they're having a Raven side. Just getting it before now, I'm trying to do it, can't get it. Okay, so I can grab on the green. Try to see if I can grab onto the blue part over the right. It looks like that's an area I can pull myself up on. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. I'm just wasting time. It's really bugging me. It feels like there's something over there. Okay. There is something up there. Come on. This better be worth it. It's like all this nonsense I'm going through trying to grab this kid up there. Better be worth it. Instead of like, oh, here's an extra life. You don't need because you have infinite lives. Alright. Finally. Oh my gosh, that's okay. Shotgun upgrade. Oh man, that was such torture. Power and spread, but does it increase the range? Slightly. Love it, just land right on the guy chucking bombs at me. Thanks, game. Hold on, were you wearing sneakers? Those can't be military issue. No, we have to stay as light as possible. All the running and swinging. Fair point, good thing you don't have shoes made of steel, huh? I do. Hello, social ops wearing sneakers, that's new to me. I've heard stories about contractors going into areas with baseball caps. Not like an all black, one like that, but like some basketball, team, bright red, stupid stuff, guns duct taped together, wearing jerseys, like basketball jerseys, all sorts of insane stuff. So it's like, it's not too uncommon really to hear about somebody wearing sneakers in a battle or something stupid. The liberty of inviting some fellow soldiers. What's fellow soldiers? Some charming chaps in the 2nd platoon. Something the matter? Do you remember the first platoon, how they took our beds and ate our food? We've just invited the only thing worse than the first platoon. Private, run and tell them that they can't come here. What should I say? I don't know, just make sure they don't come here. Come with something. Now get the heck out of here, you nerd. That was some interesting physics. Seemed like there might be something special there. Nope. That's the boss door. Keep yourself and Haley safe from those anti-air convoys. Doing the best I can. So far it's been enough. You're making life easy. The rest of the FSA military makes things a lot simpler for the airborne divisions. Those anti-aircraft guns bullet away. Glad to be of help. You've given me nothing. It's true that a single FSA soldier is responsible for the setbacks you experienced? Yep. We're not to tell anybody about it. Why? Because it ruins morale. Oh, come on. Okay, boss door is finally open. Good. She's like, oh man, I'm getting tired of this level. This guy again. You guys never stop, do you? Never send as many men as it takes to vanquish you. How many you got? Countless numbers. Yeah. What men? Many men. Itchy ear. There we go. Obtained shin guards. Neat. Good if I get into a game of soccer, I guess. Why can't you find a high-tech robot suit or something cool from these Imperials? No, all you get is some protection for your legs. Cheap and scare Imperial scumbags. At least I can take a few more hits. Yay, armor. I'm all for it. Can I get to 19, please? There we go. Fight this game to get where you want to go if it's diagonal. Heard about your wife, sir. She just left you. He asked me your liver, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Thanks for bringing up my marital problems. You know anything about the Imperial Commander? I'll tell you anything, you dog of the Federation. Oops. He died. And he's dead for good. Uh-oh. That's not good. I actually didn't think it was gonna, like, let me do it. Like, let me kill him. It's like, oh, okay. So do those pants come back? They don't! Maybe it's once per area? I don't know. Alright, let's try something here. Kill the game, because it only saves when you go back to the overworld. Let's relaunch it. Rebuilding the cache of all the stuff I've got playing the game so far. Still there, alright. Won't say anything, you dog of the Federation. What if I do this? Cool. I'll talk. The Imperials have secretly dug tunnels between areas 1518 and 1417. See the tunnels on your map. Thank you. Counter teams have found secret tunnels. You can see the location on the map. You should check them out. I think that completes the set. Yep. Really wish I could be other reserve, blah blah blah. You just slow me down, son. Haha. Nice. Okay, just certain death. Got it. Almost. Hope I could stand on that. I guess I didn't make it just right. No. Oh well, I am extremely hungry, so I'm going to end the stream here right now. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I do appreciate it. Of course, shoutouts to Nimix, the incredible, always awesome Nimix, for hanging out. Even on his vacation, he dropped in to say hello, and T. Wallace as well. And of course, anybody who lurked and watched my substandard gameplay, you guys are always great. I'm thinking I might be back again tomorrow for streaming, and when I do stream, it is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just basically copy and paste what I just put in right now into the chat into Google, and it will tell you for wherever you are in the world. You can also check me out online on Twitter at Wursel555. If you feel like coming back, if you're not following, or even if you are following, basically around 2 or 3 hours in advance before I stream, I will type in there or send out a quick little tweet about what I'll be playing. It always says tonight on stream, and tell you what I'll be doing, or if I need to cancel it for health problems, which does happen. I'm waiting for my back fusion next month, so a lot of pain, things like that nature, or illness. You will be in the know. You will have direct access. So I'm really digging this game. We're having a lot of fun with Bionic Commando Rearmed. I might go through and finish that, but I also want to get back to Death Stranding, because I'm almost at the end of the game, I think. I'm not sure. Goal is to get to the West Coast, so I'm almost there. So we'll see how things go on that, but we'll figure it out. So thanks for hanging out. Doesn't look like there's any friends of mine who are streaming right now at the moment, so I'm not going to host anybody really at the moment. You know what? For fun, let's do Capcom Fighters. People seem to like Street Fighter V. Maybe, I don't know. I think the game's a garbage fire myself. Maybe one day I'll get around to playing it here, but we're going to go over and just host them up. Nothing special. So I don't think anyone's in here right now anyway, so host Capcom Fighters. We'll host it over, so thanks for hanging out, and you guys have a great day.